busy. We're off. Oh, that's a good temp. It's the warmest it's been. Tailwind. But yeah, very busy. Hordes. Oh, no weed. Hi. All right. How is it? Is this an edition of wild swimming? Wild swimming on location. I'm sure there's several people over there. I'm going to make my turn then. Times like this, I have to remind myself I couldn't used to swim. I'm not that great, but I can kind of do it. I love this door and this wall. A bit windier today. There's actually 3 other people and a dog. We're a bit later in the day, it's about 6 o'clock, 6:30. The last couple of days we've been playing concerts in the evening, so we've come down here just after lunch really. Beautiful spot. Kind of my favourite place really. Just greenery and nothing much else. There's some fishermen over there in the dark there, but they've been camped there for a few days fishing. Some friends of ours on a local fishing competition, and they just sort of 3 or 4 days they just camp on the bank, and then at the end I think they put everything back, which is quite nice. They put the fish back, but they weigh them and then see who's caught the most in the teams. I don't know where Penny's gone, but she'll be way off down there past the bollard somewhere. Disappeared from sight. Extraordinary freedom. They're free as well. There's a little beach further on, sort of shallow gradient, so it's good for kids. Got families and kids down there. This one's just like a boat launching ramp, but it's perfect. I just hope that dog didn't eat my shoes. I just don't know why you would have a swimming pool when you can do this. Chemical free. The sensation of the water and afterwards your skin feels great. It's full of fish, and there's some really big catfish in it, which are huge I believe. So they tend not to bother anybody. I often swim on my back a bit, but I'm worried I'll lose my hat with the camera on it, so not today. Somewhere about there. Oh, still got our shoes, but Penny's looks to have got a bit saturated. They'll dry out soon enough. Hey. That's great. Ha! Gone the wrong way, haven't I? Come on. That's it. And the other one I took out, it had some kind of paint blisters like these, and it had actually rusted through underneath the paint. And it looks good, but it's sort of like blisters in there, and there's an actual hole with the rust. And that's just like a surface trapping rust. So this is my other one. So there's an actual rusty hole through here. You see that? It's hidden behind a blob of paint in here, just to look like a little bubble, quite sort of innocent, and it's just a hole right through the rim. Yeah. And it's thick steel, amazing. This is full of sort of sludge. I did this one the other day. It was all good, but I got tubes, and it's a real pain the way it ends up here. It should be really awkward, so I'm going to try again tubeless. So rather than mess with that one, I thought I'd start afresh with this one. Here's one I prepared earlier, and then we'll try with that. I have found my bicycle tyre levers, which is handy. This one's pretty good because it's quite rounded, but this one's a little bit sharper, and it just wants to cut this sealing bead a bit. And I've got some silicone spray, which seems to help when it comes to putting it on. So the first thing I've got to try and do is, which I've never done before, is get one of these buttons in here. So I'm thinking maybe I can just belt it in. I think they have a nice tool for kind of wheedling them in, but let's give it a bit of lube. Useless can. Comes out everywhere but the nozzle. Just got to go in. Make sure I get it the right way around. Like that. A bit like that maybe. That's the end, isn't it? Right. See what it got in there. That's one, right? Isn't it? In case you're wondering, in the background there's Penny waiting to get through to the tax office. Just shows what you can do in the time it would take to get through the tax office. Meanwhile, of course, not earning any money to pay any taxes, but I mean, you know. Right, so that's not going anywhere. Hey! Oh, here comes a storm. Here comes a storm. Before it rains here, you often get a big wind, and that's a big wind. We've got a storm forecast, so that's probably it coming in. And that's him. What's that? You got a number?
Well, yeah. I phoned the number for the overseas. If you live abroad, phone this number.
Yeah.
So I phoned it. 53 minutes waiting.
Yeah.
I need to call a non-residence number.
Well, that's smart, isn't it?
Yeah. They're closed now.
Nice. Well, that's a relief at least. Yeah. That was a wind, wasn't it?
That was, yeah.
I think that's probably coming in.
I don't know. It's sort of gone.
But it's thought about it, didn't it? And then
over there.
it's wandered off again. Yeah. So I've got this nice old pair of doors. I started working on them 18 years ago, 17 years ago. I kind of roughly cut them to size, and I made up some kind of dog leg hinges for them. A bit like this, which should and then they're going to need some metal kind of lattice work. I'd quite like to do something a bit like those sort of old church doors where you get those lovely big splayed hinges or something, but so we need some work on the panels because there's not a lot of meat actually in this panel section. So we can do something nice on there, maybe a frame around the whole thing, so it's all integral steel the whole way round. Which would be a good upgrade, quite good fun as well, quite nice looking. But yeah, hot weather. So it's a nice thing to do in the morning in the shade. In the afternoon you can't really be in here. I put the drape up, but even so, that's gorgeous. Finally getting around to the next level of lining the tower. So we put the insulation up sort of very quickly the other year, just before the winter because it's getting cold. Now we've done these battens all the way up, so we'll put some plywood rings, curved rings around these battens, and then one can mount the vertical planks onto those rings that go around. Quite exciting really. It's been like that for so long you forget that it might actually be different. That was the old outside wall of the house. So before I built the tower. Everything's shut up to keep it cool, but it's beautifully cool, vaulted stone, lovely. You open the shutters in the morning, let the cool air in, and then close them up during the day, open again in the evening.